This is it, folks. Wagner's first ever pole position, and in the Pro League no less. Can he handle the pressure at Red Bull Ring?
Clausen is breathing down his neck. Sidhu and Hamadi battling it out, but Wagner is holding strong.
The field's on fire, fights in every corner. But Wagner's pulling ahead. Could this be the upset of the season?
From rookie to rock star, is Wagner set for more Pro League magic? Watch it all unfold right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat. At the beginning of the week, Scare Racing made a bold move, announcing a surprise entry for our young racer, Wagner. With the absence of Bernard Blagno, the team decided to let Wagner step up from the Rookie Series and take on the big guns at the Red Bull Ring in the upcoming Profi League Sunday race.
And let me tell you, Wagner didn't need to be asked twice. He jumped at the challenge and has been preparing non-stop for this race. We all thought that if Wagner could even place in the midfield, it'd be a huge achievement. But oh boy, were we in for a shocker.
Absolutely. Wagner didn't just show up, he showed off. During qualifying, he smashed his best lap time by more than half a second. And for the first time ever, folks, since joining the LFM series, Wagner is on pole position in the Profi League.
All right, here we go. Wagner is sitting in an unusual spot today. Right at the front. He must be feeling those nerves. Green light, and they're off. Could this be the day Wagner secures his first podium at Spielberg?
And Wagner is off to a flyer. Dilraj Sidhu in P2 looks like he's still waiting for his morning coffee. He's practically asleep at the start. Meanwhile, Valen Clausen, starting from P3, wastes no time and jumps right up alongside him.
Into turn 1, and Wagner's got plenty of breathing room to take the racing line. Clausen is glued to Wagner's rear bumper, while Sidhu finds himself boxed in and forced to brake early. He holds on to P3, but he's creating a traffic jam behind him.
Wagner and Clausen have already put a good distance between themselves and the rest of the pack. The battle for P1 is officially on, folks. Clausen's still lurking in Wagner's rearview mirror, keeping that gap around 1 second. But wait, Sidhu's not letting this go. He's clawed his way right up to Clausen's bumper, and look who's tagging along for the ride. Elise Hamadi and Jan Fasola, forming a tight-knit quartet just waiting for a chance to strike.
The tension is thick enough to cut with a knife, Clint. Wagner's doing a fantastic job at the front, but he's got a pack of hungry wolves on his tail. One slip from Clausen, and Sidhu, Hamadi, or Fasola could be ready to leap into action.
Every move has to be perfect, or this whole house of cards could come crashing down. Wagner's got to stay sharp. Oh, Sidhu is sending it into the Niki Lauda curve like he's got nothing to lose. Side by side with Clausen, heading straight for Remus. This is a battle of wills.
Sidhu's not backing off. Clint, they're door-to-door through Remus. But Clausen just manages to hold the upper hand and keeps his position.
But look at the price they've paid, Liam. Hamadi's right there, breathing down their necks now. Meanwhile, Wagner must be grinning ear to ear in his cockpit. That little scuffle behind him just bought him a 2.6-second cushion.
This is playing right into Wagner's hands. He's got some breathing room, but he knows one mistake could still bring that pack right back into his mirrors. Stay cool, Wagner.
And here we go, folks. Hamadi's making his move into Schlossgold. Sends it down the inside like he's got a point to prove. And he's ahead of Sidhu.
But he's gone a bit wide, Clint. Just a minimal touch between the two, but no harm done. Sidhu's not giving up without a fight.
Oh, and look at this. Sidhu's right back at him, pulling alongside Hamadi. But Hamadi's got the inside line for the next two left-handers. It's door-to-door action here at the Red Bull Ring.
This is a proper scrap, Clint. Both drivers giving it everything. But it's Hamadi who holds his ground and takes P3. What a battle.
5 laps in, and look at that, folks. Wagner has stretched his lead to a solid 3.4 seconds ahead of Clausen. Our young driver is handling the pressure like a pro.
But while Wagner is cruising up front, let's rewind and see what's been happening behind him. It's been anything but smooth sailing back there.
Felix Wilder, maybe a bit too wild, completely misjudges his speed and slams into the back of Eli Civolo like he's trying to give him a nudge to hurry up. And just when you think it's over, Dean Taylor comes in late on the brakes and adds his own little smack to the mix. Seville is getting knocked around.
Moving on to the next scene. Chris von Grutz has had enough of staring at the rear of Gergo Kiss Mustang. Late on the brakes, dives inside. It's not the cleanest move, but he somehow squeezes through. Kiss is forced wide, and Von Gratz is slow off the exit.
And that's when Ben Truce makes his move. Like a shark smelling blood, he's up alongside Von Gratz on the straight, fighting for every inch. Truce has the inside line and finally takes the position. Nice one, Truce. Well played.
And now Sebastian Kreiser. What is he doing? Way too much speed into the corner, and he's off into the gravel like he's going for a beach day. Hugh Maxwell takes full advantage and just slides on past. Nice and smooth.
Back at the front, Sidhu is closing in fast on Hamadi after Hamadi slip up. But Hamadi seems to break earlier than expected, and Sidhu just can't hold back. Gives him a little nudge from behind. No damage, but they've both lost some momentum.
And here comes Fasola, seizing the moment. With that extra speed, he dives to the outside, and even though he's got the DFA line, he somehow powers through. Sidhu's got no choice but to concede. Brilliant move by Fasola to take the position.
Oh, trouble for Clausen. He heads towards the end corner. He brakes too hard on the curbs. The rear kicks out, and he tries to counter-steer. Oh no, he's completely lost it, spinning off the track and rejoining all the way back in P9.
And look at that. With Clausen's spin, Wagner now has an even bigger lead. 5.5 seconds ahead of Hamadi, who's moved up to P2. This advantage is just what Wagner needed, but with 15 minutes still to race, he can't afford to relax just yet. There's a long way to go.
Hamadi fumbles his exit out of Raj. He's losing speed fast, and Fasola is all over it. Fasola dives to the inside, heading into Worth, gets his nose in, and they're door to door. With a better line, Fasola's carrying more speed, forcing Hamadi to hit the brakes.
And meanwhile, Wagner is just cruising along, miles ahead. The gap is now 7 seconds, with only 13 minutes left on the clock. Could we be witnessing the start of a truly sensational race for Wagner?
Hamadi again. He's got a bit too much heat into Remus, misses his braking point, and goes wide. Sidhu seizes the moment, lines up perfectly for the next corner, and boom, sends it clean as a whistle, taking the position.
But Hamadi's not done yet. Just when you think Sidhu's secured that spot, he drifts a bit wide. And Hamadi dives back in, reclaiming his position with authority.
This battle just won't quit. Sidhu goes for yet another attack, and this time, he nails it, grabbing P3.
But all this fighting is eating up precious seconds. And look who's creeping up behind them. Chris Von Gratz, sneaking into the picture like a thief in the night. He pounces and snatches P4 right from Hamadi's grasp.
And here comes Ben Truce, following right behind, making his move, and bam! Hamadi loses another position. That's how quickly fortunes can change in the Pro Series, folks. In less than a minute, Hamadi tumbles from P3 to P6. It's ruthless out there.
Hamadi's frustration is getting the better of him after losing that podium spot. He's late on the brakes and completely misjudges Truce's position. And there is the collision. Truce is sent spinning around like a top, now facing the wrong way, and has to let the rest of the field pass by.
And look out behind them. Clausen, who just got overtaken by Vinicius Barco, is now caught in the mix. Barco miscalculates his distance, tries to sneak left towards the curbs, but finds Clausen's front wheel right there. Both cars head off into the gravel, but they manage to keep going. Talk about a game of bumper cars. Last lap, ladies and gentlemen. Wagner is still leading the pack, and he's decided to stop pushing too hard. He's keeping it steady, maintaining that gap of 4.4 seconds to Fasola.
And here we go. Wagner crosses the line. P1 from start to finish. What an incredible performance.
This race was meant as a replacement for Bligno, a trial for Wagner. And what does he do? He shocks his team and all of us with his first pole and his first win ever.
I think that's it for Wagner in the Rookie Series. After this performance, it looks like Scara Racing will keep him in the Pro Series for the rest of the season. What a statement from Wagner.
That's a wrap, folks. If you love this ride, hit that like button and subscribe for more racing madness. Next up, we're heading to Spa-Francorchamps, home of unpredictable weather and even crazier overtakes.
Can't wait, Clint.
And remember, stay fast, stay fearless. And if you find yourself leading, don't forget to send a postcard to the guys behind you. See you at Spa.